welcome back to another JacobsClash episode. Today we are on our Fix That Rush account. We haven't been over here in a while, and if you do enjoy this series or any of my videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's go right into the gameplay here. We need to talk about what we want this account to look like in the future, right? So for a while we were a Town Hall 13 rusher, right? Our plan for the longest time was to rush to Town Hall 16, but then we stopped and started to fix the rush. We decided together that fixing at Town Hall 14 is the best way to go, just because we do unlock the pet house and we can do certain things like that. But we have started upgrading some of our core defenses. Those core defenses, of course, are the scatter shots, the Eagle Artillery, Expos, Infernos. So we're trying to keep those leveled up. Pretty much everything else, as you can see, is still level 1 around the base. And then we also worked on trying to get one army maxed out. For the longest time, we were switching around. We were trying to max out Queen Charge Hybrid, which is my favorite attack strategy of all time. But we realized that Electro Dragons are a one-troop army, so we decided to max those out instead. So today, let's continue working on some of those things, and let's start talking about what we want to do in the future, right? So primarily, my main focus is to upgrade some of these equipments, right? Because we are warring pretty much every single day, or I guess every other day, right? With our main clan, JacobsClash. And as a level 15 player right here, even in the most recent wars, I've been hitting up quite a bit just because, look, I am a Town Hall 14 at the end of the day. So if I use a power potion, I can normally hit around 7-8 range, depending on the bases, of course. So we want to keep maxing out the blacksmith, but in order to do that, we need to earn these ores. Best way to earn ores, obviously, war, which we're doing. But also, it could not hurt us, or we should start pushing in trophies, right? Even if we were in Masters, Champions, Titans, the higher we get up, the more ores we are going to receive overall. But let me claim the treasury right here, and let's continue upgrading some of these core upgrades that we want, right? So the first things that we always want to upgrade, it has to be like the offensive buildings, right? We've pretty much maxed out all the other offensive buildings that I can think of on the base, other than this pet house. And just by upgrading this pet house once and unlocking the Mighty Yak, that is massive for our account's progression, because if we do use a power potion or a hero potion, yeah, right away we have a max level Yak for war. OP. And of course, level 4, it only gets better because we will unlock that unicorn. Looks like we are 50,000 away, which actually kind of works out in a weird way. You're like, how does that work out, Jacob? Well, we're 2 stars away from getting enough ores, or getting our star bonus to obtain more ores to upgrade our Eternal Tome, right? Our Eternal Tome is the one upgrade that I would recommend maxing almost right away. Everything else, you really can't feel the rush too bad, right? I don't know what I'm really looking for here. I'm just looking for a base that I can absolutely destroy. I don't have any raid medals to get CC troops, so I'm kind of just tinkering around looking for around 500k plus maybe like a Town Hall 13 that we can... This will work. Town Hall 14, it's our level. We are rushed. Should I use a hero potion? I probably should, but I'm not going to. And I'll show you why. You need to use a hero potion if you want to succeed. We are going to throw down all the E-Drags. We're going to pop the ability pretty much right away. King and Queen over here to set somewhat of a funnel. And as we see, I've been upgrading the Eternal Tome. So that ability length actually was pretty long, to be honest. Which, very good, very good. E-Drags are coming in. Again, we just want to get a 2-star here if possible. I am going to freeze up right here. Our E-Drags should be able to take it out here. Nice. Yep, 50% already. King and Queen, even though they are super low level, are cleaning up the sides of the base. I'll place down the baby dragon over here. That is the next thing I do want to work on. That will be the last thing we do to fix the rush, right? We will max out the heroes because at the end of the day, We don't want to have to use a power potion every single time we want to raid, but for war attacks, CWL attacks, we do earn enough medals where it actually doesn't end up being an issue. Now, of course, I don't know if most of you do this, but I always try to wait till I get around 70% if possible, because that does give us the most loot possible as far as the star bonus, or what is the bonus loot? I kind of forget what it's called. I guess we're gonna figure it out in a second when it gives it to us. And he's dead at 68%. Let's see what it is called. But I know, right here, 98% bonus. If you do get that 70%, you would get a 100% loot bonus at the end of the raid. Of course, this loot bonus again is dictated by what league you are in, and just as I was talking about, here are our equipment resources that we earned at the bottom, and the loot comes basically secondary at this point. But now we can go into the blacksmith over here and again upgrade the eternal tome. This is actually a pretty big upgrade. As you can see, 0.6 seconds. I can't dictate how long 0.6 seconds is, but there we go. The eternal tome is 8 seconds long at this point. The next couple upgrades are kind of not great. 0.2, 0.2, but then we get the big one going to level 16, which will max it out. And then our warden is basically just not a bum, which is nice to see. Then after the eternal tome, I'll probably move over and start upgrading the invisibility veil or the royal champion ability, just because. Probably not the royal champion ability, actually. I'm taking that one back just for the senses. I feel like we are going to get a new royal champion equipment very, very soon. By upgrading one of these, probably they're going to be, not as good in the future. So I'll probably stick with the invisibility veil just because I know that will be in the meta per se. Now let's go over to our pet house. And we also recently finished up CWL. So we have a couple hammers that I want to spend today, and I hope I spend them correctly. But let's go into the lab first. Let's see what we have to do here. My first thought was I use rages and freezes in all of my attacks with my power potions. I could realistically 0.5 seconds. It's not terrible. Our eternal tome was just longer. But 7 days is kind of annoying to wait for. But I think our best use case for these CWL medals is going to be a hammer of building. And then after that, yeah, maybe we can do both. We'll do a hammer of spells as well. Just knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm going to go back to the laboratory here. And free of charge, hammers are overpowered. Let's upgrade this freeze spell now. Perfect. I don't know if that is max level. It is. Nice. That is the max level freeze spell in the game, along with rage spell, heal spell. So actually our spells that I primarily use aren't even rushed. We have fixed that rush. But now let's go over to the pet house. And now this is something, do we want to, if we had a book of building, I would immediately use that. Obviously, we don't have a book of building. So I guess just today, I think I'm going to go in and just immediately upgrade the Mighty Yak. That's pretty awesome. We are level 82, unlock the Mighty Yak, and now, yeah, 16 million away. That is, of course, going to be the next priority. 13 days, but having a unicorn just on your queen, even if she's low level, it's showing king here, but that's kind of odd. Why are you not showing the queen with her? But gonna be nuts. So we definitely want to save up our loot and get to that point. But let's also go in here, go to the treasury. We can claim a little bit more. Will that be enough to upgrade the final scatter shot? No, it's quite a bit. Will that be enough to upgrade? No, that is not enough. Do we have any runes to play around with? We do have a gold rune. So here's what I'm thinking. We have 3 builders available. Let's see how we can best spend this 10 million and still start something on the back end. So this Inferno costs 6.5 million, 10.5. That looks pretty good to me. Looks like we're going to have to do one more attack, which I can do that quickly. Yeah, let's go ahead and do one more attack. We're going to upgrade this Inferno right here to max level for Town Hall 13. We're going to use a gold rune, and then we're going to, I guess, upgrade the Eagle Artillery. That seems like an important upgrade. Yeah, a really important upgrade. So let's go in and do one more live attack. Again, we're just looking for what, like 200,000 loot. This is fine. It's not what I want though. 200,000. This is the thing. If you do rush, you're gonna find some difficult bases, right? I'm at Town Hall 14 with horrible hero levels. So if I'm not using Hero Potion, I don't feel comfortable hitting any of these bases. Here we go. Town Hall 13. Let's go in. I am going to act like my heroes are high level. King, Queen, and then Royal Champion right here. And then we are going to go with our... We'll start one E-Drag over there. And then the E-Drags all behind. Again, our Warden ability we have just upgraded. We will wait just a second for it to come down. There we go. They are freestyling in the middle of the base here. I am going to freeze this sweeper as really it's just a pain in the butt. I'm hoping we're going to rage one more time. Freeze. I have fallen for every trick of the book. They wanted me to go this way. I hit the tornado trap. I wish I had one more freeze, but hopefully these E-Drags just chain out this entire core. Yep, there goes the core. It got deleted. Is it going to be enough though? Probably not. If my heroes were max level, it wouldn't be an issue, right? But that's kind of what we get for rushing, right? There has to be some negatives, or literally everybody would do it. But still almost a 3-star with these horrendous heroes. Queen, use your ability now. Pikachu, I choose you. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Alright, we're getting the heck out of here. That should be enough loot for us to do pretty much everything that we want to accomplish today. And a little bit more. So, like we said, we are going to go in here. We're going to upgrade this Inferno. It's not going to be that much wasted loot. 500k. I don't think I have any walls that I can't upgrade. In the most recent episode, some of you guys weren't too happy that I wasted quite a bit of loot on my other account. So I'm trying to maximize my value with these runes today. So let's now pop this gold rune. We have 2 builders available. One of them, of course, is going over here to this Eagle Artillery. 13 days. We have fixed the rush for our Eagle Artillery. Fixed the rush for the Scatter Shot. And fixed the rush for our spells today, I guess. We have 16 mil. How much does this cost? Oh, it's glorious. It's like I planned this, right? What in the world? In 3, 2, 1, we are going to unlock start the unlocking process for the unicorn. And there we go. That is pretty sweet. We pretty much maximized all our loot today. I guess other than we can start something in the lab, right? Doesn't look like anything elixir base is going to get done. But something dark elixir wise we could upgrade. Something that I was thinking that I use quite a bit. Of course, look, I have been prioritizing upgrading the Hog Rider. I will go back to upgrading my Queen Charge now that my basically my Electro Dragon army is maxed out. And another spell that you pretty much always use, whether if it is you are donating it to someone or you are bringing it yourself, is going to be this poison spell. So, and it's super cheap, right? Only 20k. As a Town Hall 14, that's nothing. That's like 2 raids right there. But overall, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Fix That Rush series. So if you have, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for 2,100 subscribers now. Absolutely insane. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.